Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Cassandra would like to introduce you to Maxwell Ozan. Well, she wouldn't like to. They fell out rather quickly, but she's going to introduce you to him anyway. Hello, said our man on the 15th of May. Good morning, said Cassandra. Good morning, he said. How was your night? I was asleep. How was yours? Replied Cassandra. Fine. I'm still lying in bed, he said. How are you feeling? Why? Asked Cassandra. What do you think happened? Are you confusing me with someone else? I don't understand, he said. You asked me how I'm feeling, which tells me you've been talking to someone who hasn't been well, or has experienced an unhappy event. Someone who's been feeling ill, or sad, or depressed, but I don't know who that person is. No, I just asked how you're feeling this morning, he said. I'm not talking to anyone else. If you say so, said Cassandra. Are you asking about my physical welfare, my mental welfare, or my emotional welfare? How are you feeling this morning? I'm sad, he said. Oh dear, said Cassandra. Why is that? I'm not feeling good, he said. I'm thinking about my past life. One should never look back in life, said Cassandra, you know. One needs to move forward. Yes, thank you. When I think about my past life, I feel bad. That's very sad, said Cassandra. Yes, and I have no doubt that you're going to tell me all about it. Yes, I can tell you, he said. I'm quite sure that you're going to do that anyway, regardless of whether I ask you to or not. But wait, he said. I'm waiting with eager anticipation, said Cassandra. In fact, I'm going to put the kettle on. Where are you from? He asked. And what may I call you? Are you there? I went to put the kettle on, said Cassandra, then got distracted and took the dogs for a short walk. All right, that's good, he said. What are you doing now? Chopping vegetables to go in the slow cooker, said Cassandra. What are you doing now? Wow! I should come and join you. I'm still in bed. What is time there? You were still in bed an hour and a half ago, said Cassandra. It's just after 11 in the morning. Wow! It's 5:07 a.m. in the morning, he said. Where are you from? And where do you live? I live near Bury St Edmunds. That's in Suffolk in England. Where do you live? Wow! You're from the UK. Well, I'm from Turkish, but I live in United States, in Chicago, Illinois. What may I call you? And how old are you? You can call me by my name, said Cassandra. I'm 62. How old are you? Wow! You have a lovely name, he said. I'm 53-year-old. It's nice to meet you. It's lovely to meet you too, said Cassandra. How long have you been in Chicago? You're always welcome, he said. 30 years. My goodness, 30 years in Chicago, and he still hasn't even learnt how to speak English. I'm a mechanical chief engineer, he said. How was your weekend? We're only halfway through, she said. I had a spiffing day yesterday. My friend came with her 3 pedigree schnauzers. My dogs loved them. We had a rather wonderful walk after lunch. Who do you work for as a mechanical chief engineer? Wow! That's really nice, he said. I fix diesel combustion engine. Also work with a shipping company. I also service ship engine. But now I have a contract to fix diesel combustion engine of 6 cargo ships that are bad. My crewmen and I are done with 2 ships. Is your workshop in Chicago? Asked Cassandra. Actually, I don't have workshops, he said. Actually, I always wrote a proposal to the shipping company. Oh, you mean you're working in the company's workshop? Which company are you working for? I didn't that, he said. Didn't what? Asked Cassandra. Sometime the company to service their ship I'm not working under. I don't understand that, said Cassandra. I don't think anyone did. I only submit a proposal to company for a shipping contract. I thought you said you already have a contract to fix 6 engines on cargo ships. They must belong to someone. Sometimes they call me to go and service their ship in the seaport. Yes, I have a contract to fix 6 cargo ships in the seaport. What is your job? You said you have a contract, but you haven't told me which company you have the contract with. Who owns the ships? I run the family estate. Wow! That's nice. I hope your family's doing good. Are you married with kids? No, I'm not married, said Cassandra, and I never had any children, and you still haven't told me which company owned the ships you're working on. Please don't make me ask again. It gets so tedious. Oh, I'm sorry for that, he said. Why do you want to know the name of the company? That gives me contact. Why are you so serious about it? Why can't you tell me? Asked Cassandra. Don't you know the answer? Yes, of course. We just met, and you're asking so deep. I don't think asking the name of the company is deep, said Cassandra. You told me you have a contract. Why did you say that if you didn't expect me to ask who the contract is with? Most peculiar. Well, I'm happy you're talking to me, he said. I'd be so much happier if you were talking to me, she said. I'm at a total loss to understand why you appear to be unable to tell me which company you're working with. Seems most unusual to me, wouldn't you say? Wow! You serious about it? Oh, yes, darling, said Cassandra. Very serious. You've typed rows and rows of words, trying not to tell me who you're working with, when it would be so much quicker for you to answer that one very simple question. Unless, of course, you don't actually have a contract, and you're really just unemployed. Is that it? You're too embarrassed to admit that you don't have a job. Actually, he said, I'm going to tell you. Go on, I'm all ears. Fulfillment company, he said. That's a type of company, said Cassandra. That isn't the name of the company. Do try again. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're funny, he said. I'm at a loss to understand why you think not knowing who you're working for is funny. Who will you invoice for your contract if you don't even know who they are? All right, he said. Let's talk about ourselves. I don't want to talk about that is my job. No, said Cassandra. If you can't answer one simple question, I'm not interested in talking to you about anything. Just imagine a conversation where I have to ask you everything half a dozen times and still not get an answer. How frightfully boring. This is your last chance to tell me who the company are, or you can go away. You've had ages to Google companies that own ships. I'm sure you can think of something. When I get to those points, I will tell you all about my work, he said. Can just open up to you. We just met. We aren't going to get to those points, said Cassandra. Who you're working for is a very simple, straightforward, and easy question to answer. It probably only requires one word. If you're too brain-dead or stupid to answer it, I shall assume that you are out of work and do not have a job. Okay, he said. I don't really know why you're serious about it. I really don't know what you want to do with the name of the company that gives me contact. And I really don't know why you can't type one simple word, said Cassandra. There can only be one explanation. You're lying to me. If you want the conversation to continue, forget about the name of the company, he said, that give me contact. When we get to the point, I will open up to you. I'm not lying to you. Well, I'm a straightforward person, honest, and I don't like lies, as it piss me off. How will you say that I shall tell you all about my work? We will need to know more about ourselves before sharing ideas. Look, I'm sad. I'm alone for many years. I really know what it means to be single. Living without a partner is so bad. Go away, said Cassandra. I don't like lies either, and it's obvious that you're lying if you can't even tell me who you work for. Goodbye. Okay, actually, I have worked with Prime International for shipping company. I have also worked with Amerijet International, but now I have a contract with the Ship Smart Inc. in Chicago to fix diesel combustion engine of 6 cargo ships that are bad. Phew, said Cassandra. How long did that take, and how much Googling did you have to do? If you like it, say I'm lying, he said. I've told you. I don't want to tell you before. That makes no sense, said Cassandra. Would you like to type it again? I don't like it, by the way, so yes, I'll say you are lying. Okay, if you said I'm lying, then take it that way, he said. I don't have anything to say but my job with you any more. You told me say you're lying. I'm just agreeing with what you said, said Cassandra. Now forget about it. How are you doing? He asked. I was doing a lot better before you started lying to me, said Cassandra. You call me liar? Why would you call me a liar? Said our offended scammer. Because you told me to, she said, quoting where he'd said, if you like it, So I'm lying. And because you are. I'm not a liar, he said. I'm telling you the truth. R-O-F-L, said Cassandra. I don't lie, he said. I told you before. That really is the funniest thing I've heard all week, said Cassandra. Do you even know who Ship Smart Inc. are? Tell me your hobbies, he said. Assume you're able to use Google and read the answers, she said. And so she Googled it. This is Ship Smart. They're a custom packaging and shipping company who, quote, offer small moving solutions worldwide. They offer fast, friendly pickup, high-quality packing and white glove shipping. I very much doubt if they own any ships. I expect they just pack all the stuff in containers. Once I'd picked myself up off the floor and stopped laughing, we continued. He can be funniest to you, okay? He said. Who is he, and what on earth does he can be funniest to you, okay, mean? Said Cassandra. You really are an illiterate idiot, aren't you? Enough of all this. I'm tired of this conversation. Why are you insulting me? He said. Because you're a lying scammer, she said. Why wouldn't I insult you? You're a thief, a liar, and a pathetic excuse for a human being. I hate insults, he said. Please stop hurting me. It's okay. Besides, I'll only get to know you. Oh, my God. Or diddums, said Cassandra. Hurt you, that's funny. You call me a scammer, he said. Yes, because you are, she said. A lying, illiterate, pathetic scammer. I hate this. Stop calling me a scammer, he said. Why? Asked Cassandra. That's what you are. Obviously you are. What are you, an unemployed street bum, a janitor in your local school, or a school kid mucking about? Or are you in prison? I have not called you names or insults you. Why are you doing this to me? You're making me feel bad, he said. Making you feel bad? Said Cassandra. Don't be so ridiculously funny. If you felt bad, you'd get a job, or go back to school, or join a literacy program in your prison and stop scamming people. I think you're just a teenage kid who's dropped out of school. Do you have school inspectors in Chicago? Haven't they noticed that you haven't been in school? Enough of all this, your insult, he said. I don't believe you will make me feel more sad. Sad? R-O-F-L, said Cassandra. Well, I heard everything you said, he said. Can we still be friends, if you don't mind? Why would I want to be friends with a scammer? Asked Cassandra. Ha ha ha, he said. I'm not a scammer. Stop calling me a scammer. But you are a scammer, said Cassandra. If you really can't stop lying, you can go away. Goodbye. Cassandra, I'm not lying, he said. Why can't you trust on me? I can't trust you, because even a brain-dead moron like you must know how obvious it is that you're lying. I see you as a very nice lady from the way you sound, and I like you a lot, he said. I see you as a total, idiotic, lying scammer, and I dislike you a lot, she said. Oh, my God, said our poor offended scammer. All those names are for me, only for me. I regret why I met you. ? Why are you asking me? Said Cassandra. But I like you a lot, he said. I dislike you a lot, said Cassandra. Why would I not ask you? Are you not the one calling me names? Again, said Cassandra, why are you asking me? Repeating where he said, I regret why I met you, ? I will appreciate us being good friends, in sincerity, honesty, and trust, although we just knew each other, ? And we've seen that one before, several times. How would I even know if you regret why you met me? What a stupid question, said Cassandra. Look, we know you're a lying toad. You don't even know what sincerity and honesty mean. So no, we can't be friends in sincerity, honesty, and trust, because I don't trust you, and so far all you've done is lie. Wow! You mean I don't know why sincerity and honest mean? Okay, please, can we all be friends? Oh, okay, said Cassandra. Thanks a lot, he said. I assure you that we will be best friends, that people will envy you and me. All we need to do is to be sincere in our communication as good friends. Okay? You failed miserably on the sincere in our communication front so far, said Cassandra. One can only hope for improvement. Hi, Cassandra. Good morning, he said. Cassandra ignored him for most of the week. A pleasant Sunday to you, Cassandra, he said. Wishing you a Sunday fun day. You don't want to talk to me any more? Congratulations, said Cassandra. You worked it out at last. I don't understand, he said. You really are sick, aren't you, said Cassandra. You just said you don't want to talk to me any more. You are correct. I do not wish to talk to you any more. Oh, really? Why? What happened? Are you mad at me? You lied, she said. I didn't lie to you. ? I tell you the truth. I can't lie to anyone. I'm a straightforward person. I hate lie. You need to trust me. We're just starting this friendship. Sorry to disillusion you, mate, but your friendship just ended. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to my channel, please comment down below, and I'll see you again in another video.